They get mad because I say that. Then they say this and say that. Girl, your mother is Beyonce. They got billions of dollars. That little girl. That little girl could be influential somewhere, talking about real good things, mental health, stuff with children. She's only 13. Ain't nothing wrong with a 13.
Before we even get into this, take a deep breath, because nobody was ready for what just hit the internet. One moment, Beyonce is the untouchable queen, the woman who never breaks, never stumbles, never lets the world see her crack. And the next moment, her name is trending next to tears, surgery rumors, and Kim Kardashian, of all people, stepping into the conversation. People are asking questions they never thought they'd ask. Why is Beyonce crying? Why is Kim K allegedly confirming something so personal? And why is Blue Ivy's face suddenly the center of a storm that feels bigger than gossip and way more painful than drama? This isn't just another celebrity rumor floating around for clicks. This story touches on motherhood, image, pressure, and the ugly side of fame that nobody likes to admit exists. Because when the cameras turn off and the music fades, even icons have fears, even legends have insecurities, and even the most protected child in Hollywood can't escape the weight of public opinion. But here's the twist nobody expected. This isn't just about Blue Ivy. It's about Beyonce herself, her past, her scars, and a cycle that some people believe is repeating right in front of our eyes. Beyonce didn't wake up one day and become Beyonce. Her journey started long before stadium tours and billion-dollar brands. She was a little girl from Houston, trained from a young age to perform, to smile, to be perfect. Her father managed her career with military discipline, and while it created a superstar, it also created pressure that never really went away. Beyonce grew up being watched, judged, and shaped into an image that the world would accept. Her hair, her body, her skin tone, her weight, everything was always under a microscope. Even as Destiny's Child rose to fame, Beyonce was positioned as the standout, the lighter-skinned girl, the one with the look. And whether people want to admit it or not, colorism and beauty standards played a role in how she was marketed and praised. Beyonce learned early that image mattered, that looking a certain way opened doors, that perfection wasn't optional, it was expected. Fast forward to her solo career, and Beyonce became more than an artist. She became a brand, carefully curated, highly controlled, rarely emotional in public. She spoke through music, not interviews. She showed strength, independence, and confidence. But behind that strength was a woman who had been trained her whole life to never slip, never fail, and never show weakness. Then motherhood changed everything. When Blue Ivy was born, Beyonce finally let the world see a softer side. She spoke about her pregnancy, her struggles, even her miscarriage before Blue. For the first time, people saw Beyonce not just as a superstar, but as a mother trying to protect her child. But protection in the age of social media is almost impossible. From the moment Blue Ivy appeared in public, the comparisons started. People didn't see a baby, they saw Beyonce's daughter. They analyzed her hair, her nose, her lips, her skin tone, and the internet did what it always does. It crossed lines. What should have been a private childhood became public property. Memes, comments, jokes, and cruel opinions followed Blue before she could even read. As Blue grew older, the pressure didn't disappear, it shifted. Suddenly, people weren't just talking about her looks, they were talking about her future. Would she be a star? Would she live up to Beyonce? Would she be pretty enough by industry standards? And that's where the whispers started. Whispers about glam teams working overtime. Whispers that Beyonce was worried Blue didn't look enough like her.
13-year-old of mine is gonna be all it is. In front of no grown, I don't give a talk. I don't give a what you're doing. Do that shit you grown or old enough to do. Yes. No, Beyonce, go ahead. Cause later on, she just training y'all next in line. Cause Beyonce 40 something. How long she gonna shake that like J-Lo? Cause they got to. You're a puppy. They get mad because I say that. Girl, your mother is Beyonce. They got billions of dollars. She can do a lot of that little girl. That little girl could be influential somewhere, talking about real good things, mental health, stuff with children. She's only 13.
But here's where things took a sharp turn. According to recent gossip spreading like wildfire, Beyoncé was allegedly seen emotional behind the scenes after another wave of comments about Blue Ivy's appearance went viral. People claim she broke down in private, overwhelmed by the constant scrutiny aimed at her daughter. And this time, it wasn't just trolls, it was blogs, blind items, and insiders hinting at something much deeper. What nobody expected was Kim Kardashian's name being dragged into it. Kim, who knows a thing or two about image, surgery rumors, and public judgment, allegedly made comments that set the internet on fire. According to these claims, Kim reportedly confirmed that Beyoncé has been deeply concerned about Blue's looks and wants her to resemble her more as she grows older. Now, let's be clear, this isn't coming from a press conference or a verified interview. This is gossip culture at its loudest. But the reason it hits so hard is because it doesn't feel impossible. Kim Kardashian built an empire around beauty standards, enhancement, and reinvention. She's been open about cosmetic procedures in her family and sees it as normal in Hollywood. So when rumors say Kim privately sympathized with Beyoncé and even validated her fears, people listened. The story goes that Kim allegedly told friends that Beyoncé feels trapped between loving her daughter as she is and fearing how cruel the industry can be to girls who don't fit the mold. And then came the most explosive part, rumors claiming Blue Ivy has already had subtle facial procedures. Not drastic, not obvious, but preventative, as some call it. Adjustments meant to soften features before puberty hits, so changes can be blamed on growing up. It's an old Hollywood trick, according to insiders. And while many people refuse to believe Beyoncé would ever allow that, others say, look at the pressure, look at the brand, look at the history. But here's the part that shook people the most. Allegedly, Beyoncé cried because she feels guilty. Guilty for even thinking these thoughts. Guilty for caring about public opinion. Guilty for wondering if protecting Blue means shaping her to survive a brutal industry. Sources claim Beyoncé is torn between breaking the cycle and repeating it, between letting Blue be free and preparing her for a world that won't be kind. What nobody expected was how divided fans became. Some rushed to Beyoncé's defense, saying these rumors are disgusting and harmful. They argue that Blue Ivy is confident, talented, and loved, that Beyoncé has always spoken about Black beauty and self-worth, that accusing her of pushing surgery onto her child is crossing a line. But others weren't so quick to dismiss it. They pointed out how tightly controlled Blue's public appearances are, the makeup, the styling, the choreography, the fact that she's already performing on massive stages at a young age. They asked uncomfortable questions. Is Blue choosing this, or is she being shaped into a legacy?
And then there's the emotional reality of it all. Imagine being Beyoncé, a woman whose entire life has been defined by image, who knows exactly how cruel the internet can be, who's seen how fame chews people up and spits them out. Now imagine watching that same microscope turn toward your child. The fear alone could break anyone. Blue Ivy isn't just Beyoncé's daughter. She's an extension of a billion-dollar empire in the public's eyes. Every move she makes is dissected, every outfit judged, every feature compared. And whether these surgery rumors are true or not, the fact that people believe them says a lot about the environment surrounding celebrity children. Emotionally, this kind of pressure doesn't just affect the child, it affects the entire family. Jay-Z, who has also faced cruel commentary about his looks, now sees those same insults reflected onto his daughter. Beyoncé, who once fit the industry's preferred image, now watches her child be measured against standards she didn't create, but benefited from. That creates guilt, conflict, and pain. Career-wise, it also changes things. Beyoncé's brand is built on empowerment, on loving yourself, on celebrating Black features. So rumors like these don't just hurt personally, they threaten her legacy. People start questioning authenticity. They start wondering if the message matches the reality. And that's a dangerous place for any icon to be. Relationships strain under this kind of pressure, too. Friends, family, even other celebrities suddenly have opinions. Advice gets offered where it wasn't asked for, and trust becomes fragile when private fears turn into public headlines. But here's the truth nobody wants to face. Whether or not Blue Ivy has had any procedures, the real scandal is the world we've created. A world where a child can't grow up without being judged. A world where even Beyoncé, the woman who has it all, can be reduced to tears over comments from strangers. This story isn't really about surgery. It's about fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of history repeating itself. Beyoncé knows what it took to survive. She knows the sacrifices. And maybe, just maybe, she's terrified of watching her daughter suffer the same way. So where does this leave us? With more questions than answers, with rumors that may never be confirmed, with a child growing up under lights she didn't choose, and with a mother trying to balance love, protection, and expectation in a world that never stops watching. If Beyoncé really cried, it wasn't about gossip. It was because no amount of money, fame, or power can shield your child from a cruel world. And if Kim Kardashian really did confirm anything, it only shows how normalized this pressure has become in elite circles. At the end of the day, Blue Ivy deserves what every child deserves: time to grow, to change, to discover who she is without the weight of comparison. Beyoncé deserves grace as a mother navigating impossible choices. And we, as viewers, need to ask ourselves why we feel entitled to dissect a child's face in the first place. Because today, it's Blue Ivy. Tomorrow, it's another celebrity kid. And until the conversation changes, the cycle will keep repeating. The only question is, who will be strong enough to break it?